by Council President. Our opening prayer and pledge was held in the work session. No roll call as we are all present. We will have approval of our minutes from January 6, 2025 regular meeting. We will have approval of our agenda for tonight. We will hear reports from the council on standing committees. No reports on special committee. We will have a public hearing to hear public comment on the sale of municipal property located at 460 Joseph Street. We will hear a report on the status of our city finances. No proclamations, no unfinished business. New business number 1, a resolution to authorize the mayor to enter into an agreement with Tidal Wave for annual car wash at a cost not to exceed $948.50. This is sponsored by our mayor.
Includes 5 vehicles used by the staff. If you go out front and look at the white vehicles, they need washing, and this will allow them to be under the wash if they can go through there anytime they want to and get the crud knocked off. Make us look a little better.
Any questions or comments?
I got one. I agree, cars need washing, but I think if we're, $948 to pay for 5 vehicles to be washed, and we're looking for money for sewer, I just don't think we need to spend that money.
That's unlimited washes, right?
Unlimited washes for a year.
Any other questions or comments? They have asked that number 2, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Sanford Builders to repairs at Alex Young Hollow. They have asked that be tabled. I'll need someone to make that motion when we get in our meeting to table that discussion or that resolution. Number 3, resolution to approve the 2024 Alexander City Comprehensive Plan. This is sponsored by Mayor Bayer.
Do we need to talk about the comprehensive plan anymore?
I don't think so.
Ben, you want to say anything, or I think we
Y'all
pretty much
good?
covered this thing over the last
This was already approved by our planning commission. This is just us giving our blessing on it. Any questions or comments? All right. Number 4, resolution authorizing mayor to enter into a 3-month lease agreement with Family Worship Center to continue use by the Nutrition Center. This is sponsored by Mayor Baird. We already use them for Nutrition Center. We're trying to get a permanent home, but we need a 3-month lease to at least work on until we get the permanent home established. But that's what that's about. Any questions or comments? We already, I think our last lease was a year, and this one's we're doing 3 months to get through, try to get through it. We're hoping that we'll only need 1. We do have an option to extend if we need longer than 3 months. Number 5, resolution to fill vacancies on the HBC Historic Preservation Committee. This is sponsored by Mayor Baird. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Two individuals, Mark Sullivan. I saw Mark here. I don't see Susan Crispin, but there's filled 2 spots we have vacant on HBC.
Any questions or comments? We will have public comments, and I think someone did sign up for public comments, but I don't know where my sheet went to. We'll have comments from the mayor, comments from the finance director, comments from the city clerk, comments from the council. We will have an executive session, or I'll need a motion for an executive session after the meeting, and we will be adjourned after the executive session. We will not reconvene following that. So at this time, I'd like to call our regularly scheduled meeting to order. At this time, I need a motion to approve our minutes for January 6, 2025 regular meeting.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote. Councilor Eric Brown.
Yay.
Councilor Chris Brown.
Yay.
Councilor Phillips.
Yay.
Councilor Tapley.
Yay.
Councilor Hardy.
Yay.
Chair. Yay. At this time, we need to approve our agenda for tonight, January 27, 2024 regular meeting.
I make a motion to approve the agenda with removal, item number 2 to be tabled.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote. Eric Brown.
Yay.
Councilor Chris Brown.
Yay.
Councilor Phillips.
Yay.
Councilor Tapley.
Yay.
Councilor Hardy.
Yay.
Chair. Yay. At this time, we will hear reports on expanding committees, finance committee, business license renewables are available online through the portal on the city's website. Anyone can go on and do that. Want to continue to thank the finance department and revenue department for all they do. We appreciate their work. Public Safety Committee, Councilor Eric Brown.
The 2024 Police Officer of the Year is Landon Turner. Congratulations, Landon. 2024 Civilian Employee of the Year is Administrative Assistant Michelle Bryan. 2024 Dispatcher of the Year is Jessica Ackles. Now it's under City Fire Department, burned a dilapidated structure on Coley Creek Road and helped destroy 20 boxes of records that were approved for destruction.
Utilities Committee, Councilor Phillips.
Obviously, the gas department's been busy with the cold, and they've been preparing for, their upcoming annual inspection. The water department, repaired several leaks. They've been flushing hydrants to help bring in more fresh water. And the long awaited downtown water project, will begin on February the 3rd. Light department's been working on their two main projects, one being BRHS and the other being the underground Ridgeway project. The water treatment facility, new valve been put in. They started taking new samples to be tested. They repaired the gate at the plant, and new supplies have arrived to address the feed issues. One other announcement, the Emmaus Scholarship deadline is February 10th. It's 2025 high school graduate in a household that receives scholarship for electric service from the city of Alexander City can apply for a scholarship. You can go to www.amea.com. Again, that's www.amea.com for more details.
So let me put in something. AMEA has changed their name to Energy Southeast, so it may not come up as AMEA. So you may have to put in Energy Southeast.
Okay.
Parks and Recreation, Councilor Chris Brown.
You T-ball, baseball, and softball registrations are currently live at LA City or ACPR.com. The cost of registration is $85, which includes your hat, your jersey, and your socks. Registration will run from January 16th, to February 16th, and there will be no late registration accepted. Please contact the Parks and Rec department should you have any questions. Registration for Cooper Rec Track and Field is happening now. Registration will run from January 10th to the end of February. The cost to register is $50. Boys and girls 16 to 14 are eligible to compete. Contact the Parks and Rec for any questions. Hangar releases are due out of the airport by the end of the month, and there's plans to redo or make the improvements on the bathroom on the apron once the weather improves. Lake winds, as the same as last time. I love to report the good, but when it's not good, I gotta report it too. So the golf course is a little down. Obviously, we've got some really cold weather that's probably driving that. We look forward to the spring to get here and get those numbers rolling back to where they've been the last couple of years. So if you get a chance, it's gonna be warm this week, get out and play around.
Public Works Committee, Council President Pro Tem Hardy.
Public Works Department held their first quarter safety meeting on January 10th with Robert Ruffin from CAG providing forthcoming administrative changes and road rules updates from the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration for CDL requirements. Mr. Ruffin also presented information on pre-trip safety best practices.
Buildings and Property, Councilor Taplin.
Well, if you're looking for something to do every Thursday at 10 a.m., you can head out to the meetings place, the children's library, learn how to crochet. Might still have some cold weather, so you might want to learn how to make a throw in a sweater. They also, in the next few weeks, will have copies of the federal and state tax forms, so you can stop by and get them. And if you need any of the government forms, they can typically print them off for 25 cents a page. And the library also said that if you need a book and they don't have it, there's a potential they can borrow it from another library. That's all. Thank you.
No reports from special committee. At this time, we will enter into a public hearing to hear public comment on the sale of municipal property located at 460 Joseph Street. We have two people who have signed up, Ms. Janet Mason.
She was hotel.
She was hotel.
Yeah, she's in the hallway.
Okay,
She's under-
I think she may have signed the wrong thing, let's ask her. Thank you. Good. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Mr. Tony Goldberg, will you speaking to us? Yes.
My name is Tony Goss. I live at 647 Shady Point. And heard a lot of coffee club talk about this and kind of got me interested in, I don't know if I'm for the sale or not right now. I haven't heard enough about it, and I think that's the reason I'm here. So I want to ask a couple of questions and get my 3 minutes in, and then y'all can answer them now, or maybe we could look at the outlook. The building that y'all are talking about, do we have a active rental agreement on it at this time? And if we do, when will that agreement expire? My next question is, what is the total tax revenue that is annual to the city from this business? I think that's very important. Are they currently paid up with their rent and their taxes? This was a big one. How many people do they employ on a daily basis? I remember when Councilman Jimmy Keel spoke about this some time ago. He said that they promised us 200 employees. And when you pass by there, there's 8 or 10 cars in the parking lot. So I believe he said there were about 12 people he figured working there at the time. Do we have an appraisal on the property? I'm a realtor and we do commercial and residential real estate. Appraisal is the most important thing before you go out and sell the property. And if so, what's the appraisal's value? I understand that it's possibly $3 million or more, and that's pretty good. I want to know what the selling price is for this property. How much do we intend on selling it for? My understanding on that, and my sources weren't very good, but it's about $1 million. And if you agree to sell this property, with the city council be concerned enough that they would do a clawback? Make sure, if we're not going to sell it at fair market value, do a clawback on it. Don't allow them to resell that property and make a profit, say, for the next 10 years or so. I think that's really important. And as always, we want to be good stewards of the citizens' money, and I think that's the most important thing. So that's my talk, and I appreciate your time. I hope we get some answers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tony, we appreciate it.
You want to ask your questions again, we'll answer them as you go.
Is the building under an active rental agreement?
It is not. We tried to get the owner to sign a lease agreement for over a year now, and would not come to the table and sign the lease agreement we had for a month-to-month lease.
The rent that they're paying now, I don't know what it is monthly, but are they paid up?
We have the checks, right? But you have
We have one check.
one check. We haven't got we have one from last month. We don't have one for, well, we had one for November. We don't have one for December.
Do we know how many employees that they have on site?
Not sure, he said, Jerry Higgett told us back in, the last time we met and talked about it, that he had finally got 20 employees. That was sometime in 24. That was 3 years after the original agreement.
What is the current appraisal, and or we have we had an appraisal done?
$3.7 million.
What are we considering a sell at?
We have 3 options that we have not decided, the council will decide in executive session. All 3 of them are under fair market value.
So the original agreement though, Tony, that was signed at the very beginning, it was a building. So it was pre-marked before any improvements in the building. There's a lot of things in the building that didn't work. Sure, the chillers didn't, which is a big deal on a giant building. So there was, the original agreement was $1 million. But of course, the building didn't work. Kind of give you a little bit.
Was there an appraisal before the
I
original
don't think
agreement?
so.
No, it's not.
Now, the building was brought before us, it was $1 million.
And this may be a question to each council member, would you consider doing a clawback? We would hate to sell that property and then them turn around and, let's say, in a year or 2, sell it. And
Don't let anybody answer that. We're not here to vote on that, and if he answers it, and I know where he stands, and east ends of town line. And you know that we can't do that.
That's very good, yeah. So we would ask that we do a callback to make sure that they can't sell the property for a profit. Because if it's gonna be sold for the profit, I would hope that the city would do that and take those profits and use them wisely. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, we appreciate it. At this time, we will now close that public hearing. At this time, we will now entertain report on status of city finances.
Okay, if you guys will look at your packet. On the banking balances, the front page, you'll see that we have for the month about 875,000 decrease from November's ending total. This represents our normal fluctuation between about 500,000 to a million, so that's nothing to be alarmed about. Because as you can see from the 3-month look back, we went from 30 million to 29 million, down to 35, and now it's 34, so that's our normal fluctuation. For the annual comparison though, the total balances are about 3.7 million above December of 23. That sounds great on the surface, but if you look at the comparison, you find that the growth includes 3.4 million increase in balances for the general fund and a 2.3 million decrease in the balances for utilities. This is a reminder that our utilities are in a rebuilding phase. Although the American Rescue Fund helped, our capital needs and costs are significant hit to those balances. Look on the back of that, you'll find a 4-year comparison, 21 through 24, the December banking balances. The consistent growth is impressive. It exemplifies the effects of the initial cost cuts that we did in FY22 and the accountability and transparency initiatives that we implemented. This is a direct result of our mayoral administration, this council, and our department heads, which I'm telling you, they are just as excited as I am to save money. Okay, so our financial summary, if you look at that. As you know, a quarter of the year has passed, so most departments should have about 75% of their budget remaining. Most are well within this allowance, but we do have a few noteworthy exceptions. First one is our ACRIT balance. You see it showing as negative for expenditures. That's because the entire amount of the bid has been encumbered. We will probably, according to how the paving goes, that they encumber everything up front, and then as we pay it, determine if everything will be paid for that year. We may need a budget adjustment according to when the also, for the airport grant portion, I have a similar scenario. All expected grant expenditures are encumbered, but with this one, the city will be reimbursed for a good portion of those amounts. Now, on the 4th page, bolded in orange, with the sewer capital, kind of large expenditure overage, and that includes 1.1 million that's encumbered for the Shiners Cove and Willows project that we will be reimbursed with the county's ARPA funds, and 1.5 million for the utility relocation that LDOT will reimburse. You have to pay up front and then you get reimbursed, so that's why that money is encumbered. Looking at the AP summary, that's something that I'll give you every quarter. This outlines the monthly number of checks written, invoices paid, amount disbursed, and percentage paid within 10 days and 30 days. You know, our goal is 90 above in 30 days and 50% or more in 10 days. And we achieved that beautifully in December. On average, the city pays about $3.3 million, issuing about 340 checks, which pays around 1,000 invoices monthly. To add a note to reach our desired reserve, 90 to 180 days, we're looking at about 9.9 to 19 million in a designated reserve account. So always keep that in mind when we're making financial decisions that we have not reached our desired reserve. Any questions?
Any questions?
9 to 19?
No, 19.
9 to 19.
9 to 19.
for 120, 36 months. That's our goal.
10 total.
Sweet.
Any questions, Ms. Roman? Please know, anytime you need her or have questions, you can always contact her. Her door is open. Thank you, Ms. Roman. No proclamations, no unfinished business, new business number 1.
Resolution to authorize the mayor to enter into an agreement with Tidal Wave for annual car washes at a cost not to exceed $948.50.
Need a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Make a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Second,
Any discussion?
I understand where Councilman Tappett's coming from, but considering these particular vehicles, all the other departments have a place to go to wash their vehicles, and there's not really a washing station, I guess you can say, for the people at the complex. It's $89 a month for 5 vehicles. I don't see this. I think it's okay.
Guess if the Public Works car wash still operational over there in the fence. It is.
If we wash our own.
Yeah, especially if it's unlimited for a year, I don't see why we would not do this.
That's good.
Any other discussion? Councilman Eric Brown,
Yeah,
Councilman Chris Brown,
Yay.
Councilman Phillips,
Yay.
Councilman Tapley,
Nay.
Councilman Hardy,
Yay.
Chair, nay. Number 3,
Resolution to approve the 2024 Alexander City Comprehensive Plan.
need a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Make a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Second.
Any discussion?
Good job, man.
Thank y'all so much for doing it. We appreciate y'all's help. Roll call vote, Councilman Eric Brown,
yeah,
Councilman Chris Brown,
Yay.
Councilman Phillips,
Yay.
Councilman Tapley,
Yay.
Councilman Hardy,
Yay.
Chair, yay. Number 4,
Resolution to authorize the mayor to enter into a 3-month lease agreement with Family Worship Center to continue use by the Nutrition Center.
we need a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Make a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote, Councilman Eric Brown,
yeah,
Councilman Chris Brown,
Yay.
Councilman Phillips,
Yay.
Councilman Tapley,
Yay.
Councilman Hardy,
Yay.
Chair, yay. Number 5,
Resolution to fill vacancies on the Historic Preservation Committee.
need a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Make a motion to approve the resolution as written.
Second.
Any discussion? Just thank y'all for wanting to serve. Roll call vote, Councilman Eric Brown,
yeah,
Councilman Chris Brown,
Yay.
Councilman Phillips,
Yay.
Councilman Tapley,
Yay.
Councilman Hardy,
Yay.
Chair, yay. No one signed up for public comments. I think that somebody took my sheet and said somebody wanted to sign up.
I did, they walked off.
Okay, thank you. Did you get that sheet back?
I
I'll
sure
put it
did.
back on your desk.
Oh, so it's okay. Comments from the mayor,
No comments?
comments from finance director, comments from city clerk,
Our next meeting will be this coming Monday at 5:30. I do want to tell you all that Piper and I met with Jerry Wilson this past week. And we are working on putting a election page together for the city website. So anybody who's interested in becoming a candidate, all the information will be there, links to the different forms they need, the process, a countdown, the polling places, everything will be on the city website.
thank you. Comment from the council, Councilman Eric Brown,
thank everybody for coming out. I promise we all try to do the best up here. It's not always easiest. Sometimes we do have to wait, make sure we do it the right way. The infrastructure is extremely important to all of us. It's we all were dealt a crap hand that now is this point in history, that we all had to negotiate through the paving, through the sewer, through the water. It is what it is. And so we're all very interested in that. Don't want to place a burden on any one group of people at all, so we're all definitely involved in getting this done right, the best way possible. As far as like car wash goes, people that work in this building make more than $15 an hour. It's $15 to wash your car, unlimited time, $15 a month. So you pay somebody that's making $20 an hour to go wash their car for an hour, you're kind of going backwards on that part, so.
Councilman Chris Brown.
Thank everybody coming out. I do want to say welcome and congratulations to Coach Kurt Johnson. He was announced this morning by Vendor Russell as our new head football coach. So we wish him well and good luck here. And as Dr. Reyes and Mr. Benefield like to say, it's a great day to be a Wildcat. So just have a good week. Hopefully we get a little bit of good weather, get outside and enjoy some outdoors because it's been brutally cold the last 10 days.
Councilman Phillips.
Again, thank you everybody for coming. Just a little bit to Eric's comments. You know, we're just really trying to find a way to not put 2 more years of increased burden on our citizens if we can find a way to do it. And obviously make sure that sewage is funded. And so that's the whole goal to this. And, you know, we're going to continue to work hard, try to figure that out. Thank you to Romy for thinking outside the box a little bit too and giving us another idea. That's very, very helpful. Even including doing a graduated increase and graduating down. So that was a really good idea. So thank you for that. And that's all I have.
Councilman Taylor.
Thank everybody for coming out, and thank all the city employees for what you do. Sometimes y'all have said it before, not appreciated as much as you should be, but I know when it's cold out there and the power goes out, y'all are the ones out there getting the streets, getting the power back on for us. So I know mine went out there in the cold snap, and those guys were right there on it and had us back up and running. So thank y'all for what you do.
Council President Pro Tem Hardy.
Thank you guys for your attendance this evening. Congratulations to Amanda and the rest of the comprehensive development team, as well as planning commission for a great job. I think this is something very important because you don't really know, can't go somewhere unless you know where you're trying to go. So I think that's very important, and this is a conversation I've been having for multiple years. So glad we were able to get that over the top. Councilman Brown stole my thunder, so I get to say, but I will echo him and welcome Coach Kurt Johnson to Alex City and his family. We're very excited to have him, and I think the community is going to be very pleased with the product that he and his staff have built. So go Wildcats. You guys have a great rest of the week.
Of course, I want to reiterate, thank y'all so much for coming out to the council meeting. I do appreciate y'all coming out, showing up. It's important for y'all to see what goes on. We want y'all to be a part of it. We are not trying to hide anything from anyone. Thank y'all again for giving us an opportunity to serve. Again, of course, they stole my thunder. I want to welcome Coach Johnson. I think it's going to be a great relationship with him and DR. Of course, we're all Wildcat fans, and we are proud to have him. At our last council meeting, I made a statement about our sewer, and I said that 5 of the council members actually use the sewer and 1 is not. That was taken out of context by a bunch of people. They thought I was saying that 5 of us lived in our districts and 1 of us did not. All 6 of us live in our districts. 1 of us is on septic tank. He is not on our sewer, he is on septic tank. I did not say that. That was taken out of context. I'm so sorry if y'all felt that way, but I just wanted to clear that up for y'all so y'all won't go out and tell anybody else that story. So please, Facebook land, don't say Bubba said that, because she gonna tell you what she said, because she can repeat it both times. So thank y'all again for the opportunity. Please remember to keep this council, this administration in your prayers. It is important that we all try to stay on one accord. We will never agree on everything, but once this council makes a decision, that decision is made. So thank y'all so very much. Y'all have a great day. At this time, I need a motion to go into executive session for code section 36-25A-7A to discuss the sale of real property.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Any discussion?